Hello. So this is my second little YouTube video for April, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about using simple sacred geometry in order to ground better. Grounding is considered to be one of those basic spiritual practices that we all learn early on when we journey on the spiritual path. And as a result of that, we tend later on to forget about it and to consider it to be not as important as some of the other more dramatic and exciting things that we might learn on the spiritual quest. The truth is that as we progress on the spiritual journey, grounding becomes more and more important, because as we reach out into the universe, as we endeavor to raise our vibration, as we become more psychically and spiritually sensitive, our grounding becomes more challenged, and our connection to our reality and to the physical world can very easily become compromised and disjointed. I've always thought of it like reaching for something on a high shelf. If you climb up onto a step ladder and stand on one leg and stand on the tiptoe of that leg whilst you're straining, reaching for the thing on the high shelf, there's a greater chance that you're going to fall. Whereas if you use a taller, more stable step ladder so that you can stand with both feet on the top rung of the step ladder, you're less likely to fall because you're more stabilized. And this is what grounding does for us. It provides us with stabilization. And during these challenging times, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, when the world is in such a crazy place and when sensitive people and psychic people are being challenged by the negative mental and emotional energy of people in their house or people in their environment, or being challenged by the collective unconscious link that we're all aligned to, grounding becomes more and more critical for our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual well-being. So, sacred geometry, a complex spiritual topic, and one that many people avoid because they think it's too complicated, and indeed some aspects of sacred geometry are very complicated, but there are also some elements of it which are very simple. Sacred geometry is the physical manifestation of universal language, the universal language of frequency, formula, and sacred mathematics. It is the solidification of that into a physical structure and form. And we're going to use one of the Platonic solids that is connected to the element of earth and earthing, and that is the cube. This is a ginormous quartz cube, part of my ginormous Platonic solid set. So the cube, which is a three-dimensional square, is the probably most simplest of all the sacred geometric forms, the Platonic solid forms. And it's dead easy to visualize, because you start with the square, imagining that that is a mat or a carpet beneath your feet, and then you build on that to create around yourself a box, really. A box with four walls and a ceiling, and the mat beneath your feet is the floor. And we're going to use a red colour. Red is the grounding colour, it's the colour of the base chakra, to fill the cube with energy. So we're going to take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, we're going to imagine that we're blowing red energy from our breath out into the cube. In, blowing red energy out until the cube slowly fills from the bottom all the way up to the top with the red energy that we've expelled with our out breath, until we are completely sealed in a cube of red energy. And then we stand or sit in that cube for just a few moments. Then we can let it go, we can stop thinking about it. We've set the energy in motion, energy follows thought, and so the red cube will hang around us, and that red cube will help to ground us. This simple exercise can be done every day. You can do it as many times as you want throughout the day. And you should find an immediate response to it. You should find an immediate effect of sitting inside that grounded energy. And it's something that you can project for other people as well if you feel they're in a state of hysteria or panic or anxiety. It's really good for that kind of thing, the grounding energy too. Okay, that's my spiritual tip for the day. And I hope it's of some use to you and some value to you. And once again, please feel free to share it on. Thank you very much, and stay safe, and I'll be back soon.